calling. I'm Julie Kramer. We're here in the Miller Lite tent, and it's being brought to you by Miller Lite, sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, and powered by CTP. We're here with Cage the Elephant, who played tonight. And where were you last night? New York?
We were in the lovely city of Rochester.
Ah, well, that's New York.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
up New York. So you're currently on tour, and have you been on tour for like 2 years?
Yeah.
Kind of always.
Yeah. For the past 2 years, it'll be 2 years in the fall.
Because you're touring Tell Me I'm Pretty.
Yeah.
Now, did you take some time to work on a follow-up? Is there any plans for another record? I guess is what I'm asking.
I mean, we're constantly writing, but the most recent thing that we're gonna do is we just did like a little tour, acoustic tour. Nick wrote some string parts for this, and we had like a string section and just stripped everything back really, and we're made a record out of it. So it's gonna entail like 20 of our songs from different records.
Sort of like a best of.
Well, I don't know.
Without saying that,
but just a different take on all.
Right.
Of it. And it's not really like songs that were hits or anything. There's some of those songs in there, but it's like just some of our favorite songs from the record.
Oh, that's cool. When does that come out?
I think sometime late summer, I want to say.
And so, will you then tour that? Like with a string section, or is that
depends
kind of
if
hard?
they can talk us into a tour.
Yeah,
that point.
I know. At some point, you just need like a break.
Yeah.
Just kind of do
Write
your
some new
laundry
songs.
and eat a real meal.
Yeah, and like Nick said, start working on new music. I mean, we were, like I said, we're always writing, but to actually get together in a room and formulate a song.
I find with your band, and don't take any offense to this or read into it in any way, but I find personally, just for me, your band has really developed and grown into amazing artists over the years.
I don't know how anybody could be offended by that.
Well, okay.
But yeah, thanks. You're making me blush. I
No,
feel a little bit better
I
about
just
myself.
feel like from the first record to now, it's like the songs are better, the music's better. I feel like you've grown, and maybe this is true or not true. It's, everybody perceives everything differently, but like grown into like real artists.
Yeah, I think when we
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. I think that we have kind of a unique perspective in that way. I think we started out in Bowling Green, Kentucky, just, some kids that really weren't well versed in music. My father was a songwriter, so he was the kind of guy who always would teach me and Matt 2 or 3 chords and be like, write a song.
Yeah.
And so we didn't know anything, technically about music. We wrote some songs that we loved to write, and so in that aspect, we were very immature. And I think we've always, that's something that we strive for is growth.
Yeah, from like that first record, when you listen back to that first record, don't you kind of go like, wow, look at where we are now.
I used to tell people I hated that record. I'd be like, I hate that record. I don't, I never have any desire to listen to it or reference it. I was like, playing the songs live, I was just like, ugh. But honestly, a few years back when I kind of dropped a big portion of the chip that I had on my shoulder towards some people, I honestly started to realize that record was really just a snapshot in time of where we were. So you have to appreciate it for what it was.
So like where you started it and where you were, and now you think of like, wow, Tell Me I'm Pretty is so far beyond that musically, but you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, totally.
If your last 2 records were your first records, where are you going to go?
Exactly.
Like, what I mean? You can almost kind of only go up.
That's something that we've always tried to do from record to record.
Yeah.
And we always miss our mark. I mean, we have our hopes set on like making a Beatles-worthy record for every record, but you miss your mark. But at least it brings you that much further.
I think like developing yourself and like giving your time to sort of develop and give yourself that, like, I don't know, maybe losing the chip on your shoulder, cutting yourself a little slack,
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, because we had when we first signed our the first record deal, was with an indie record label in the UK, and we basically built most of our fan base on touring alone. We didn't have a lot of radio success over there, and so then we came to the States. We had a lot of radio success, and I think some people equate success with something negative. A lot of people do, and
Like
so,
you hate when your favorite bands get big.
yes, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so we got a lot of backlash from some critics and stuff that just like, you know, wanted to just call us like a surface level band, and so we really got a chip on our shoulder because of that, because that's not where our hearts were. You know,
Yeah.
Our hearts were the way we were raised. We were literally raised all around music our whole lives and writing songs.
Yeah.
And so, so that helped push us in a certain sense, but it also made us lose sight of things in a certain sense, because you see the chip more than you see the art. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I think it's easy to get jaded or pissy or tired or.
No, it's just I think it
don't know.
affects it affected our songwriting in a way that we weren't able to totally be honest songwriters. You know, because I mean, if you're really thinking about it, and all this stuff is subconsciously, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking, trying to please anybody, whether it be for commercial success or for critical acclaim or anything like that, then it in some way affects your songwriting and doesn't allow you to actually speak as well through your songs.
So now here you are when you're going to be working on the next record.
Yeah.
You know.
We brought some people in that know music now, so.
Well, that helps.
Nick and
you know,
Mathen both are it's been incredible having those two guys.
That helps when they know music. So you've been doing a ton of shows. You're playing tonight here at Boston Calling. Cage the Elephant, thank you very much for coming by and chatting with us live from the Miller Lite tent at Boston Calling. It's Radio BDC.